We've all been overwhelmed with a huge amount of information that we need to gather, put together, and make some sense of. We often have a lot of emails, Teams meetings, chats, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations, and those are just our work documents. We may have a lot of resources out on the web. We need to synthesize this all together, and we need to do this in 48 hours because we have a meeting coming up and we need to be able to talk about the subject in depth. Well, fortunately, we have a tool in Copilot 365, a built-in agent that can help us with just this sort of problem, Researcher. And the Researcher agent is often the first agent that I will go to whenever I'm working on a project, whenever I have a lot of information, either work information or web-based information that I need to synthesize in a meaningful way, so I can start making sense of it and so I can start working on what it is that I'm actually trying to accomplish. Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and here on this channel we look at how we can use technology with intention to learn, teach, and be more productive. And in this specific video, we're going to take a look at Microsoft Copilot 365 Researcher built-in agent. We're going to take a look at a number of different agents through a series of videos that I'm doing, and if you missed the first one in the series, I'll link to it down below and I'll point to it at the end. But in this video, we're going to take a look at what really amounts to the first step that we take whenever we're starting a new workflow, and that is to gather information. And gathering information is more than just moving files into one folder, although that certainly helps. What it is it's taking all of the aspects of my workplace, my emails, my PowerPoints, all of the pieces of information around a specific topic, combining that with information that I can get in public resources like the web, and putting it all together in a format that I can start making sense of it. I can apply my critical thinking skills, my creative thinking skills, and I can start using it to great effect. So let's take a look at the Researcher agent and why it's such a powerful tool that's often sitting right in front of us but not being used as much as I think it should. In Microsoft Copilot 365, we have a number of built-in agents that are created by Microsoft with a specific focus on what they can do for us. Now, you may see agents pinned on your Copilot 365 apps here on the side. If you don't see the agents there, you can just go into Agents here. You can search for the agent. In our case, we want the Researcher agent. You can see I can select it. It'll give me some information about what the Researcher agent does. I can open it directly here, or of course, if I have it pinned on the side, I can grab it from there. If I look at what it works across, you can see that it's working all across Copilot. So this means it's going to be able to use what we call Work IQ. This is a Copilot 365 feature where Copilot will reach into your OneDrive, it'll reach into your Teams meetings, anything that you have access to, because it is role-based authentication that will control what you can see. And if you have access to it, your emails, your spreadsheets, your PowerPoints, then the Researcher app will be able to see it. When I open the app, it'll bring up the Researcher. You'll also notice that if I go here, I can choose to have different ways of working with Researcher. We'll talk about those in a moment. And you can see that I am using enterprise data protection here. I can make some changes to it in terms of going ahead and working with scheduling prompt. We won't do that with the Researcher agent, but you can see that we have our standard Copilot 365 interface, but we're focusing on the Researcher. Now, if I take a look at the questions it gives me, what would I like to research today? That's something I can start typing in. I can start adding sources from the web, Microsoft 365. If I have Power BI, you can see there's a number of different tools that I can go reach out and start using the data from, including third-party connectors if that's something that I need. But in my case, I'm happy to have the web, Microsoft 365, Power BI. You can see these are Microsoft applications. And even within Microsoft 365, I can choose whether I want to have my chats, my emails, my meetings, my SharePoint. Really, everything's going to be included by default, but you can go in here to exclude certain areas if you don't want that to be part of your research. We're also presented with some nice tools that can give us a starting point. For example, comparative analysis, doing a daily briefing. You can see there's a number of different starter packs in here in terms of the type of research that we might want to do. And these can be great preparing for a meeting, creating plans. So let's say, for example, I have a company. So we have a company, a fictitious company that I've created for the demonstrations here called Raven Outdoor Adventures. And we're a company that specializes in helping people explore the outdoors here in the Canadian Rockies, as well as on Vancouver Island on the west coast of Canada. So we have a lot of different tours that we offer, a lot of different experiences, from whale watching on the coast to doing mountain hikes in the Rockies. So in this case here, what we want to do is some research. Let's say we want to go through and we want to do a competitive analysis. You'll see that it automatically populates this with a very interesting prompt that has a lot of information in it. So I want to do a comprehensive competitive analysis for the tour industry. And I'm going to choose the areas that I work in. So we'll do the tour industry, and we'll say in the Canadian Rockies. And one of the things that I often like to do is think about this question in conjunction with team members or in conjunction with some business objectives I might have at the time. So we'll say in the Canadian Rockies and Vancouver Island. If I could spell and type at the same time. I'm not going to edit this heavily just because I'm just going to type it in. So we'll go here. So we're going to do a comprehensive competitive analysis for the tour industry in the Canadian Rockies and Vancouver Island, BC. So, and the Canadian Rockies are Alberta and BC. We're going to include a market overview, competitor identification. We're going to take a look at each competitor. I won't read everything in here, but you can see that it's fairly comprehensive. And if I want, I can put in, something like compare the competitive landscape against my company. And I can put in this case here, my Raven company. And you can see, for example, maybe I have a company profile in here. So I'll put the company profile. I can add specific documents like a Word document, like an Excel spreadsheet, like PowerPoint. So I can feed it with a lot of additional resources, and I can have it go out. I can add the sources here as well. So you can see it is going to automatically search. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to actually send this. One of the things you can also do that can be quite handy if you are doing complex research is you can use the dictation feature in order to talk to the chat prompt. Just before I pause the video though, it will always ask me follow-up questions. So it is going to ask me some information. It wants the competitor analysis. It wants to know the scope, right? Do I want to focus on regional operators? Do I want to focus on national? So in my case, I don't have to type this all out. I can just say A and it will automatically know that I want regional operatars. I could go in and when the customer segment, do I want premium small group? Which is closest to my company, Raven. See, it automatically saw that. Mass tourism. So I do want, in my case, ones that are close to my company, Raven. In terms of the output format, do I want detailed report, PowerPoint, or both? I might as well get both here. And then I can make it long or short. I'll make it long. And now what I'll do is I can put this in here. And now it'll begin the process of doing the research. In many cases, it's time for me to go and get a cup of coffee. While it does this, I'll pause the video, but I'll come back. I'll probably grab a cup of coffee. So it actually did return the results quite quickly. It is asking me some follow-up questions, whether I'd like this as a Word document, PowerPoint, PDF, infographic. It's also providing me with the sources that it used in order to generate this competitive analysis. So I can now have all my citations along the side, and I can go through them and see which ones I sort of look at as being authoritative, which ones are more just informational. So there's some good information in here that I can look at and I can follow up on. Oh, I even have a guest visitor. My cat Peanut wants to apparently help me with the tours. Okay, buddy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have a special guest appearance by Peanut. He will show up in videos every so often. So the other things that I'm able to do here is I can summarize key strategic recommendations based upon this competitive analysis, a SWOT analysis. I can even save this as a prompt pack so that I can use it in the future as well. So I'm going to go in and let's say, for example, we'll create a competitor feature chart. And again, I can start going in and I can work with this research in an interactive way to really understand the environment I'm in. And what's really key and critical here is that I didn't have to write a special agent. I didn't have to invent a complex prompt. I was able to use the built-in researcher agent to begin my workflow of building out my business, the Raven Outdoor Adventures, and starting my tour company in a way that allows me to be successful or more successful because I'm starting to understand the competitive landscape. And I can go in, open up my environment here. You can see that it's very good type of competitor analysis in here in terms of reading through this. Of course, this is a lot of information that I've been given. So what I really need to do is make sure that I go through this and read this properly. And you can see that I can come up to my sources here. So in this particular response, I don't have specific resources. It's really more the competitor analysis in there. But if I went into something, for example, like a Word, so it can generate the Word for me, I'll go into the Word document here, and you can see here all of my environment here, all of my statements in here do have citations in here. And it'll go in here, it'll show the Copilot window here. If you get that message that says something went wrong, just dismiss it. That's just a glitch that I have in my particular Copilot install. I have to work on the back end. I can look at my work. I can just do web. So I can begin interacting with the competitor analysis here. It actually summarizes this for me as well. So I can go in here, can ask questions about the document. So Copilot follows me from the research all the way to the document that I create from the research, the PowerPoint, the PDFs, generate infographics. I have the ability to synthesize large amounts of work information and web information into this tool, and that can be very useful to start my workflow. Now, the researcher agent is an incredibly powerful agent because it can do a lot more. So, for example, this is the infographic that it generated. I can save this as a page. So if I go in, I can save this. I now have a name for it. So I can come back to this. I can go in and edit this further. I can copy this. I can even export this out as a PNG so that I can include it into something else. There's a lot that I can do to look at the output that I have in different ways. I can even go through and make an app based upon this page. So there's a lot that you can do. And of course, I can share this out with a link to other team members, or I can copy it as an embedded component. So there's a lot that we have. A lot of this is available with everything that I do in Copilot 365, but it just shows that the researcher agent also supports this. If I close this output here, so I've closed this output, something else to bear in mind is that I have this comprehensive review. I can also go through and I could have the review or the whatever I'm doing for research, I can have it critiqued. This means that instead of just generating the response that you just saw, I could have generated a response using GPT, and then I could have had Claude go in and refine the response. So I have AI checking AI. I can even do a model council where it'll run the query through GPT and through Claude. It'll compare the two where they agree. It'll compare the two where they disagree. Or I could just put it through Claude. Now, I will point out that some of these features may not be available to everyone. I am on a frontier model here in my Copilot 365 environment, so there are some features that I see because I've enabled that at the back end. I've enabled that through my admin center in 365, but you can check with your admin in your tenant environment to see whether they can enable these features. They're called the frontier features, or whether it's been rolled out to your environment yet. But this gives me a lot of flexibility within the researcher agent. I could even go through, and again, if I go up to the prompt here, I could edit it further. I could copy this, and a cool feature, if this is research that I need to do on a regular basis, I can click that scheduling button. I'll just go in here and click it again. It's the little clock in here. And I could run this research, let's say on a monthly basis. So let's say I want to start this starting on the 31st of this month. I want to run it in the morning, so when I come into work, it's available for me. So we'll start at 5 a.m. I want to run it every Monday, let's say, and I'm going to run this on a monthly basis. So every month. So I've got it starting at the end of the month, every month, and I'll run this for, let's say, I'm just going to go for 1 month. But you could see that I can pop this out. I can receive an email when the responses are ready. I generally will not schedule a prompt until I've tested it to make sure it's giving me the results I want. But once it's giving me the results I want, and I know that I want to see what the research is every month, I'll just schedule this prompt, and then I'll receive an email saying it's all been done for you. And I'm like, thank you very much, Copilot 365. So you can see I can see prompts that are in there, and I'll actually go in and clear off some of the prompts that I scheduled earlier. So you can see that it's building that prompt for me. Very powerful, very useful, built in. No custom coding, nothing that I have to configure. This is an agent that's built in, and those are the agents that we should look at before we try doing anything else within our Copilot 365 environment. The researcher agent does a lot of heavy lifting for us in a way that we can validate and build on. But what if we have data? What if we have a spreadsheet that contains a lot of financial information, a lot of data that we need to look at? Well, that's where the next built-in agent comes in, our analyst agent. I'm going to create the video for the analyst agent. If it's available, it'll be right up here. Meanwhile, you can check out this video if it's not available, and stay tuned, subscribe to the channel for all of the different videos that I'm creating on some of the built-in agents that we have within Copilot 365 that allow us to get a lot of work done without having to build anything new, just by using the features that are available to us today.